Hi class, Dr. Goodwin here. I want to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about where we are now in the class. Where we are now is most of you are finalizing your hypothesis, and I'm making comments about your hypotheses, helping you tweak those, trying to get them just as strong as we possibly can. And once those are approved, then you will go ahead, and a couple of you have begun writing those survey questions, which are all important. Hypothesis first, strong survey questions that are very pertinent to the hypothesis, make a lot of sense, and that are things that your classmates can answer reasonably and with a certain anticipated and expected level of knowledge. Now, when you post your survey questions, I will make some comments, not as many as I made on your hypothesis. I want you to work very hard. I've given you some pretty good examples in the ideas for constructing appropriate survey questions, but this part is really up to you. I'll make some comments. If I see you're really way off track, I'm going to tell you you're really way off track. But what I want you to learn from this, and here's the key, I want you to learn that by making the mistakes that you're going to make in this survey creation, you're going to learn something. When you put up your link for your classmates and they take your survey and you get the results, you're going to be saying things like, oh, that question didn't work the way I meant it to. Or, how did I write that question that way? Why didn't Dr. G stop me? Well, Dr. G is not stopping you because I want you to see these errors. Very important. When you write your paper, when you write your analysis, you will take time to discuss your errors. That's critical. That you discuss your errors. I'm going to be looking very closely at that part of your paper. I want to see that you recognize those errors and you have figured out how to correct them so that if you do this again, you've learned from your mistakes. Sometimes that's the best way to learn. And writing an hypothesis is hard enough. Writing survey questions that match an hypothesis is very difficult. But so far, I think you're doing really well. I'm very pleased with the progress of this class. I think you've been very participatory. Made me very happy that way. So, with that little warning of sorts, go ahead. We'll keep working. Like I said, I'll jump in. I'll make a few comments here and there. But you're going to be on your own. So, work very hard on this. Do the very best you can. Have somebody else read it. Print it out. Let somebody you know, a friend, a relative, I don't care who, read it and see what they think of your questions. If they go, what? Then you need to rework that question, don't you? This is your time to learn. So take advantage of it. And know that I'm going to be looking to see if you recognize your own errors. I will see your errors. And most important to me is that you see your errors and you are able to comment intelligently as a researcher on those errors. Thanks.